Hello learners, I am Dr. Subodh Kesharwani working with Indira Gandhi National Open University in School of Management Studies. The topic which I am going to talk today is quite contemporary in nature and it is technological innovation skill development. When you see this particular image, you will find out that there is a feasible technology, there is a market, and there is a business. So innovation is in between, and it's quite popular also. So innovation is often also viewed as the application of better solutions that meet new requirements, unarticulated needs, or existing market needs, because based on the market needs the innovation need to be done. What I mean to say, the research and development need to be a routine phenomena, a routine matter, so that whatever the things can come out, it can be useful to the organization. So research and development could be quite customized, quite tailor-made, so that whatever the research is going on, it is going to be hit the particular frame for which the research had been formulated. So this is the model which is there. If you see, there are 6 types of innovations, and when you talk about the product, that what we produce and sell, when you talk about the services, it's exceeding customer expectations, because the customer expectation is changing with the change of time. There was a time when the company used to sell the product and they never believe in giving the services, but right now the services is an important ingredient. It's going to play a very vital role, and what we mean to say, it's 50% is the product and 50% is the service. So when you talk about the services, you talk about the customization, you talk about the tailor-made approach, and how you're going to interact with the consumers. Because if the company is producing 1 lakh product in a month, it's really cumbersome for the company to interact with 1 lakh consumers. But you have to develop a phenomena, you have to develop a model, like the help of the robots or the machine learning or the artificial intelligence, which can directly in touch with the consumers. There are certain e-commerce companies, they have created a voice recognition softwares, and artificial intelligence or the robotics are applicable into it. So with the help of robots, the robots are in the initial stage interacting with the machine, interacting with the humans, and try to resolve the problem. And if they are not able to resolve the problem at their end, then only the call can be diverted to the executives who are physically present in the customer centers. So what I mean to say, service is quite important in the present scenario, and process is very important. The continuous improvement and how we do the things. When e-commerce was introduced, the challenge was that how to get the product, and whether the product would be of the similar nature what we to buy in a brick and mortar mode. So this kind of model had been developed where logistics was strengthened, and then finally what happened, and as far as the food is concerned, when it's going to be delivered by Swiggy or Zomato or Food Panda app, you order the product and you get the product in 2 hours time. So what we mean to say, that here the process is quite perpetual, and it's quite fruitful, that when the consumers order any product, they get the delivered. So right now it's not applicable with the food industry. There are certain the facilities which are available by this e-commerce portals, where they strengthen the product and try to deliver the product in a very short span. So logistics is going to be changed with the change of time, and supply chain management is somewhat replace the term called logistics. And when you more talk about the supply chain management, it's starting with the consumer and end to consumer. So if the consumers are not benefited or not happy, ultimately the purpose of the supply chain is not going to be resolved. So management, when you talk about the management, the business strategies, systems and structures are going to play a very important role. And when you talk about the structures, it's not like that you develop the structures in a brick and mortar mode. You can take a help of a technology, you can apply the servers, the dedicated servers, or the cloud model, where directly the things are linked with the consumers. And so the customer centric approach and the business strategies need to be developed, or the pedagogy is going to be formulated, and how the things are going to be benefited. So it's not like that the product which have got the physical appearance, there only the things are changed. And when you talk about the commerce, or when you talk about the business, when you talk about governance, everywhere this technology is going to play a very important role. Either it could be electronic learning, or it could be a governance. You see the things are changing. The very good examples are the the Aadhaar card. There was a time when we have to rectify certain changes, or make certain changes in the Aadhaar card. We have to physically go to the channel partners who had been created by the government of India. But right now the model had been changed, where with the help of technology you can do that. So openness is coming up, and people are working beyond boundaries and collaborating globally. This model had come up in electronic learning. We have seen that things are changing, and there are certain things which is now accredited also, which is now recognized also. So openness is coming up, and everywhere people believe in openness, because when you talk about openness, you talk about the free and open things, and when the things are available free, its penetration, its footfall is quite larger as compared to the other thing, and more people can view it, and more people can give their opinion, and more sharing can be done. So lifelong learning and sharing can be done, and values are going to play a very important role, because creating unique value that eliminates the cost to complete, and that is more important. If you see this particular types of innovations, you find out that this had been bifurcated by in the form of innovation wheel, and we have configuration, we have offerings, we have experiences. And if you see the configuration, it talks about the profit model, then network, then structure. And if you talk about the offerings, talk about the process, then product performance, and then product systems. So finally the experience talks about the customer experience, brand, channel, and services. So in e-commerce also, the experience is quite important. When one consumer buy any product, he or she put the reviews on the particular portal, and finally when the next user used to buy the product, he can initially see the reviews of the product. So there's a good thing that you can get the review of the product, and finally it's not like that it can applicable to the product. There are some good books, there are certain the web series which are coming up, and what we observed that it had replaced the phenomena of the startups, replaced the phenomena of the set-up boxes. So what we observed that when we talk about the this set-up boxes, people have moved from this to Prime Video or Netflix or the YouTube, where or Disney Hotstar, where what we observe that they are into the web streaming, they are into the web series, and prior to going to the particular the web series, you can glimpse the trailer, and you can get the information. So what I mean to say, the past experience, previous consumers' opinions are going to play a very important role, and brands and channels and services are changing with the change of time. It's not like that the brand which was there in the past going to be exist in the present scenario. So and the channel is also changing. So distribution channel, which was very stereotype, like wholesaler, retailers, or the brick and mortar stores, is now changing, and it's changing with the change of time. The community kitchen philosophy had come up. The dedicated kitchens or mega kitchens had come up, where they have got a food which fulfills all the parameters, and all these food apps are linked with that particular portal and delivering the product from there. So during this lockdown period, during this pandemic stage, we observed that these kind of business had groomed a lot, and fast moving consumer goods market has also come up. So there was a time when we visit to the Parchun Wala and buy, and from that store we used to buy the product. But on the other hand, we order the product through this fast moving consumer goods app, and we get the product on a same day. So same day delivery model is going on. So services is something which is changing, and we observe that things are changing. So when you talk about the creativity, it talks about the discovery, it talks about the invention, and it talks about the innovation. So when discovery is all about the new ideas, knowledge and concepts, invention is talking about technologies and business models, how the business models need to be created. Because if the model have a long-term vision, it's quite good. If the model have short-term vision, ultimately what happen, the company will be dead best after a certain time. The very good examples are the startups. We know that in every day thousands of startups are coming up in all the domains. Either talk about food, or talk about aviation, or talk about travel, or you talk about physical appearance, or talk about learning, or talk about the governance. But out of that only 5% or 1% get the success. Why other fails? Because their business model is not fruitful. Their model is to just take the money from the venture capitalists or the crowdfunders or angel investors, and once that money exhausted, they become bankrupt or they are out from the pictures. So in the beginning stage, it seems quite lucrative that you get a lot of money from the venture capitalist, and after certain time, what happen when they eat all the money, they are in trouble and they shut down the things. So business model need to be quite important, and when you talk about innovation, it talks about useful implementations, commodities, goods, services, and experience. So everywhere you find out the innovation is going to be played a very important role. Amazon is pioneer in e-commerce, and we have seen that they are the one who have introduced the philosophy of interacting with the consumers. The robots are going to be interact with the consumers, and these robots are interacting with the consumers, that in a real sense you will find out that you are interacting with the humans. So this kind of philosophy they have developed, and the database they have created, and real-time information are going to be shared by these companies, and they create a backup of that. So at what time as a consumer, at what time you're going for the window dressing, at what time you're going to buy the product, at what time you're going to buy the different kind of product, and when you're going to do the window dressing, when you're going to actually buy the product. So this kind of the real-time information are going to be kept, and there the technology and innovation is going to play a very important role. And certain new products are coming up. As far as the speakers are concerned, you see the Alexa enabled speakers are coming up, or the Siri is coming up, where they are navigating the consumers, they are navigating the users to do all the things. And from this Wi-Fi or web enabled speakers, you can do the shopping also. So there is no need to open the gadgets, and there are certain informations which need to be done with the help of that. So when you talk about this term, that innovation, invention, and creativity, the creativity is the act of turning new and imaginative ideas into reality, because we create certain things, and invention is creation of new idea or concept. That is very true, because when new idea or concept comes, how we are going to apply in the industry state of affairs or academic state of affairs, that is very important. So innovation is turning a new concept into commercial success. The example is the drone example which I have quoted, that it was started by the army or by the defense, but right now it is used by the different agencies. It's not like that. It's just doing this kind of job. In marriage parties, in banquets hall, we have seen that drone is taking a snapshots or recording photo shoots. So this is something which had brought a change. So this is a paradigm shift, which starts with a novelty, then creation, then innovations, and then imagination. So all those things are going to be quite important. And when you talk about the importance of innovation, innovations helps in solving problems. Example given, providing customer service virtually using online complaints, and innovations helps organization to face the competitions also, and how you're going to change yourself, how you're going to revamp yourself, and they are certain, and it is going to work as a alarm bell when you're going to change yourself, so that the new players are coming with the new thoughts, and you can also bring that product, so that things are going to be changed. So the process of innovations talks about idea generation and mobilization, then advocacy and screening, then experimentation. Commercialization is quite important, because every time if you are innovating, every time if you are inventing and not having a profitable model, ultimately what happen, the company will be on the deathbed. So when you talk about research and development, when you talk about innovations, it had a cost. So that is the reason changes are not always good. And the example which I was quoted, that when you talk about evolution, it is a rabbit. When you start exploring, it take a shape of an elephant, and when you go for final implementation, it take a shape of a dinosaur, because cost is going to play a very important role. There were some good organizations who had started with a very positive approach, but they have massively invested on their technologies, and they have not taken care about their legacy systems, about the stereotype conventional approach, and ultimately what happened, the whole system become haphazard. So it's not like that, and you have to quite cautious that what could be the budget of the technology. Either it could, based on the size of the or the potential of the companies. Like if you have planned that the budget could be 20 crores, then it could be revolves around that only. It's not like that it can cross 20 crores and become 50 crores. So how you're going to arrange the 30 crores, and in that case what happened, you talk about the technology and you will be in trouble. So diffusion and implementation is very important into it. I think we have talked about many things, and we see how the innovation and creativity is changing with the change of time, and Government of India is also doing a lot of effort in this particular directions, and there are certain models, there are certain pedagogy which had come up, there are certain initiatives like Digital India initiative is there, or Skill India initiative is there. We have seen that skilling is very important. It's not like that every time the government is going to initiate all those things, but many things need to be done by us only. So the famous quotation talks about that charity begins at home, and if you are not going to change yourself, ultimately you're not going to put yourself in the coming environment. So change is very important, and if you are changing yourself, if the organization is going to change, ultimately what happens, the many things are going to be done by that. So what we observe that this diffusion and implementation is something which is there, and there are certain brands which have dominated with the help of this virtual reality, and many e-commerce brands have also come up which talks about the live commerce, and spoon-fed information is there. So what I was talking on, that these are the innovations, and which are started by the government, by the organization, by the individuals, and the technocrats also coming up, startups, and no doubt another model is one step in this direction, and government is also doing quite a lot in this direction. So Make in India model versus Made in India model is quite applicable, where there was a time when we exclusively believe in Made in India and involves domestic factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship and technology. And right now we have come one step ahead to that, which talks about Make in India, which is just invitation to the foreign factors of production in form of capital, technology and investment to employ Indian laborers and use the land and natural resources in India. That is something which invite the foreign players to enter the Indian market and develop the product. Like the big brands like Apple or the other players are going to make their manufacturing hub and going to deliver the product over there. So Digital India program or the initiative is a great initiative by the present government, which talks about the robust digital infrastructure throughout the country, resulting in authentic digitized identity to the citizens of the nations, and believes in the good governance, because good governance is something which always believes and talks about the ease of doing the things, and online services and cashless transactions are going to be emphasized more attention. UPI and wallets are knocking the door, and in the coming years you will find out more contemporary thoughts are coming up, like virtual currency is coming up, which is backed by the blockchain technology. And this blockchain technology is something which was initiated by Satoshi Nakamoto, who was Japanese, but in the coming years you find out this blockchain technology is used by the hospitals, by the education institutions, or by the charitable institutions also. So digital empowerment through digital literacy could be one of the initiatives by the Digital India campaign, and it provides speed internet services and reaching to the unreached, so that broad highway can be created, broadband highways can be created, where there is no need of physically going over there, but with the help of internet the things are going to be changed, to provide e-governance by reforming and digitizing government services, to bring e-revolution in terms of electronic delivery of goods and services, and to provide basic information through online platform. That is more important, because if the online platform is going to be developed, ultimately the consumers or the citizens of the country can do the things from there. So to provide more employment in the IT sector. So skilling is quite important when you talk about this particular things, and they are top creative thinking skills which revolves around analytical, open-minded, problem-solving, communication. Openness is something which is very important because it always believes and provides flexibility to the individuals to learn at their own pace and at per their own convenient. There are certain universities who are doing a lot of, as far as the learning is concerned. Indira Gandhi National Open University is one university which is the genesis behind this particular university was that only that how the modular approach or the reaching to the unreached philosophy is going to be developed. So, and from there the skilling is come because as I told, the technology or the learning requires a cost, and if there is the massive cost involved, ultimately what happen, the poor will make themselves away from that. So ultimately what I mean to say, this skill initiative is something which is a national policy, and skill development entrepreneurship program is a creation by the national skill development missions, and a lot of different initiatives are there, and one of the initiatives are Kaushal Se Kalyan, and then Kushal Bharat Abhiyan, and then mapping demand and supply. So ultimately what I mean to say, this kind of model is coming up. So skill initiative is the initiative by Government of India, and this e-skill e-learning aggregator portal is also developed, and Swayam platform is developed. So ultimately the purpose is very clear that they are going to develop a philosophy, they are going to develop a model, a skilling model, which is definitely going to help the citizens of the country. And what we observe that there are certain courses and skill development programs initiative by like Government of India has special focus towards skill development to cater the growing scientific sectors, and these sectors require special skills to carry out research and innovations. And on the other hand, these opportunities the government offers are following like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, skill acquisition and knowledge awareness for livelihood promotions, then standard training, assessment and reward, then Udan, then a lot of schemes are there, and there are certain agencies who are working as an enabler or facilitator. So what I mean to say that skilling is something which is a need of an hour, and if the organization is not promoting or the individual is not updating, ultimately the things are going to be not as per they think of. So the individual or the citizens or the employee always have to believe, always emphasize on the learning, and when they are skilling themselves, ultimately they are getting an edge as compared to the other employees or the other persons, and definitely it is going to be a win-win thing for them in the coming futures. So the Startup India Incubator model is there, where Startup India is a flagship program which was started by Government of India, and there are certain incubators. When you talk about the incubator cells are going to be developed by the government or by the particular institutions or the private institutions, and these incubator cells are equipped with many things. They are bringing the venture capitalists, they are bringing the angel investors or the crowd funders. So one-stop portal is there, one-stop solution is there, where if any grassroots entrepreneurs or the first generation entrepreneurs have certain thought in his mind and you want to initiate anything, these incubators are going to help in that. Because what I have told that starting anything is quite easy, and how you're going to accomplish in the coming years is really a tough task. So this incubator cells and these educators or the mentors can definitely help the startups or the initiators to work on that. I think by that we can wind up, and the action plan has 3 pillars which are as follows: simplification and land holding, funding supports and incentives, and industry and academia partnership incubation is there. So what I mean to say that innovation is something which is a need of an hour, and when you talk about the startup, it is a way by which the things are going to be changed. I think by that we can wind up our session and complete this particular thing. In a coming session, we are going to talk on different aspects. We are going to talk on emerging businesses and the other units which can definitely helpful to the learners. Thank you very much.